So a couple years ago, I did a video about Brody King where he put up a meme or a screenshot of Big Boss Man hanging from a noose. I'm sure you guys remember that match, right? Back in the Attitude Era, where Big Boss Man and Undertaker were going at it, and Undertaker pretty much tied him to a noose and hung him in a cell. Brody King put up a screenshot of that, and I think he put ACAB, which is all cops are bad or whatever, and I think he said that he wishes that would happen to every cop or some shit. I'm not even going to acknowledge that because I already went off on him on that. You can go back. I'll probably see if I can find that video and tag it in here when I post this on YouTube. But now we have another problem. And I've been talking about this for a while. This is one of the things that really grinds my gears when I mention wrestlers staying wrestlers and not having to be activists. This is one of those things, man. And their only defense, whenever you acknowledge that, whenever you even approach any of them and tell them this, the only thing they'll ever say is, well, wrestling is activism. Just like when you tell actors, hey, I want you to, act, do what you're actually good at, and not try and talk to me about real world events when you barely live in the real world and you're not even making real, like, shut the fuck up. Being an actor is activism. But now we have a bigger problem with Brody King because he is now wrestler turned activist. He puts this out on Instagram. He says, let me be clear. What's happening, or I guess he didn't put this out. Some other dude put it out, but he screenshotted it, I guess, and reposted it. But what's happening in LA right now is not only morally reprehensible. I'm sorry. It's late. It's legally indefensible. This is a sanctuary city, a designation that was democratically voted on and enacted into law by the residents of the city, not by political opportunists grandstanding from a golf course in Florida. So we pretty much know where all this shit's going, right? And of course, they had to throw in like they always do, try and throw in a jab whenever they can. Let's be clear. Being undocumented in the U.S. is not a criminal offense. Yes, it is. It is a civil violation. Oh, my gosh. That means it holds the same legal weight as running a stop sign on a bicycle setting. See, man, I ain't even going to read the rest of this BS, man. I saw the first part, and I was like, I already knew what this nigga was going to say. Brody King's a piece of shit. And I'll be happy to sell out to his face. I'm not one of those people that is afraid to say anything to anybody. So, I think this dude's a piece of shit. I always have thought he was a piece of shit. Started a couple years ago. This right here is one of those things where I'm like, you have to be a complete idiot to believe this shit, first of all. On top of this, if you read the rest of this, because I remember reading this earlier, I wasn't as awake earlier when I read this, because I was just like, oh, here we go. But like, even reading that second paragraph, it's just like, this is retardation at its finest. Dragging someone off the street at gunpoint without a warrant or due like, shut the fuck up, man. Like, if you don't know what's going on now, if you are choosing not to, first of all, do your research. But second of all, you're choosing not to use your brain. You're choosing not to use your logic as to what is going on, which is why you feel the need to throw in jabs. See, back when old man was in charge, we would talk about his age, make jokes and shit and like that. But again, let you know why we don't like him, which is the policies that he was running, the things that he was letting go by, the things that he was pushing. With Donald Trump, all they do is cry. They don't really talk about anything that he's doing. This is the only thing where they're still getting it wrong, by the way. This is the only thing in terms of policy or that he's actually, pushing to get done that they want to attack. But it's not even like they're bringing a logical argument to it. None whatsoever. It's so inhumane. It's so bad. It's like, fam, 2 plus 2 equals 4. If you are undocumented, you don't need to be here. And you're not going to be here. Like I said the other day, as an American, we can't go to any other country for longer than a week without being completely fucking vetted. So what makes you think that you can come over here and not be, at least be vetted to the surface level? And then make your way into being, or yeah, I guess you can make your way there, but form your way into being an actual American legally. Can't even do that. Because you got faggots like Brody King running out here talking about all cops are bad, kill all cops and shit like that. And then a year and a half later, put some shit out like this. It's so inhumane to drag somebody. So a year and a half ago, you wanted to kill people that were protecting and serving communities. And yeah, again, not all of them are great, but not all of them are bad. So let's get that straight. And that goes for any profession. Second, that goes for any human, actually. But you go from that a year and a half ago. Now, 2025, you're talking about people that aren't supposed to be here, people that actually are breaking the law, and people that are rioting, people that are hiding, people that are harming actual Americans as well. They're being dragged out at gunpoint, and that's the line. That's crossing the line for you, right? That's the problem for Brody King, right? Makes no fucking sense. This is why I say stop listening to these fucking celebrities and these entertainers, man. And these athletes. Because they don't know most of them don't know what the fuck they're talking about. I came from the hood and I know what it's like to be black and be poor. Okay, that's a great story. And you've come out of that, great, cool, whatever. Blah, 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 whatever the fuck. Cool. And as you should, first of all, you should be proud of coming out of that and being where you are now. But don't blame anybody that unless you know for a fact it was their fault why you were poor or why your family was poor. I was broke. George Bush had us down. No, George Bush didn't have your family broke, nigga. I don't know everybody's story, but in most cases, if your family's broke, it's your family. It's the reason why your family's broke. So you can't give me that shit saying that, oh, Donald Trump is such a terrible person and he's keeping other people down. Donald Trump's giving more money to the HBCUs than any other president in my lifetime. But yet again, you guys want to be so hypocritical. And the reason why I'm making a video, the reason why I'm calling Brody King a faggot is because you're talking about harming someone. A year and a half ago, he was talking about harming all cops and put up the picture of a cop being hung by a noose. Yeah, fuck you. So, yeah, I do kind of feel some kind of way when it comes to this shit just because I do have experience in certain areas. I do know people and close to people that have experience in certain other areas as well. So yeah, I do feel a certain type of way about that. But at the same time, I'm always a fair person, right? I've always asked anybody who knows me. I'm a fair person, but I'm gonna stand up for myself and I'm gonna stand up for what I believe in as well. So, as I am somebody that's trying to clear my language, I've been trying to clear my language for years. I gotta call it like it is. I got to call it like it is. Brody King, look, very athletic dude, very talented dude, by the way. Musician of a metal band and a professional wrestler by night. I mean, that's as great of a life as you can live. And yeah, you choose to be this fucking stupid. And I don't know why, fam. I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. Hit that like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I just had to get that off my chest. I just saw the screenshot. I was about to go to bed. I just finished doing another video. And I was like, there ain't no fucking way this dude. I was like, I just forgot about this shit. I had to talk about this. So, yeah. Hit that like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's your boy, Corn, and I am disappointed.